Hello, this is Kevin from Crypto MY. In today's episode, let's do a quick update on Cardano price prediction. Please stay tuned. As you can see, this is ADA versus USDT chart right now, and this actually I have drawn in yesterday's video. If you guys haven't watched my yesterday video, I actually have posted since yesterday about how to trade crypto like a pro for beginner. And actually this video uses the ADA versus US dollar to do the technical analysis. And as you can see here, actually I have talked a little bit about the inverse head and shoulder that appears in ADA versus US dollar, where you can see this is the we call the first triangle, the second triangle, and the third triangle. Okay, this is the shoulder, the head, and the shoulder. I also stated in my previous video is if the candlestick managed to break above this trending line, if it closes above, then it will do a reversal first. The market will do a reversal first before it goes all the way up. So it's actually quite similar to what's happened right now. As you can see here, just now in the morning, it actually already break above this trending line, and right now the market is doing a reversal before it goes all the way up. If I create a brush tool, it looks something like that, and then it goes something like that. It's quite similar to what happens in yesterday's video that I have posted, and right now the live chart of ADA is actually doing the same similar movement. But one thing you need to take note is we need to make sure the candlestick of this 4-hourly chart doesn't break below this trending line. If it goes below, then most probably it will fall inside this descending triangle, and most probably it will just float until the apex of the triangle. So we don't want this to happen, but this is crypto, right? Anything could happen in the crypto market. So what we need to watch out is we need to ensure that this candlestick doesn't close below, and we need to wait for the what they call the bullish candlestick. It can be bullish engulfing. If let's say it happens to have a bullish engulfing or any pattern, sort of pattern that showing that this is the bullish candlestick pattern, then you could see a very strong pullback all the way up to this $1.96 later. So this is one of the crucial point, and this is one of the things that you need to take note today. And as you can see here, I think yesterday Twitter, the CEX.io has actually tweeted about ADA, and it says that the big mover of the week is ADA. ADA overtook USDT by the numbers of users in April. The total of users trading Cardano has increased by 15 times over the half of 2021, which is a good thing, meaning that it's trying to say that there are number of users or number of investors increasing to invest in ADA, and this is one of the good news, because this CEX.io is actually an exchange, and what it's trying to say is that they can see that the investors are starting to move over to ADA, and this is such a good news. We can actually say that the numbers of users are increasing, and meaning that number of investors are investing in the ADA. Actually, you can see the market cap will be slowly increasing by days. So right now the ADA is still staying around this 54 billion of market cap. I would say that this 54 billion is actually quite undervalued, because such a big project, I could say this sort of big project that is bigger than Ethereum in future, it could actually outrun Ethereum in future too. So Ethereum is now staying around 300 billions, and this is only 50 billion. So I could say the ADA is actually just the starting of the iceberg. And if it does launch all the project in future, in coming months or years, I could see that ADA will have a bright future, that it might outrun the Ethereum market cap. So ADA is doing a very good job, and right now ADA is still staying above this $1.71, which is a good thing. Correct, this is a good thing, right? So let us look at ADA versus ADA versus BTC right now. Because why you want to look other pairings is because other pairings that are against the ADA will actually indirectly impacts the price value of the ADA versus US dollar. Why? Because let's say if you are against BTC. For example, if you see that the ADA surge faster than the BTC, people from the BTC, the BTC holder, might actually swap to ADA because of this chart. Let's say if they see that there is the strong bullish signal right here, so people from BTC, the BTC holder, might actually swap their coins from BTC to ADA. That it will actually indirectly affect and it will actually increase the price value of ADA. So right now you can see that the ADA versus BTC in this chart, on 4-hourly chart, is actually doing a very good job, because right now it's actually trying to break above this resistance zone right here, and this resistance zone is actually quite hard to break through, because if it break through, you could see that it's a very strong strong resistance zone all the way up here. So let's say if we manage to break above this area, then you could see a slight reversal, then go all the way up to this nearest resistance zone, which is a good thing. Hopefully we could see it maybe today, later in the evening, or maybe in the midnight, or maybe this coming weeks, ADA could actually outrun the BTC so that it could go higher and higher. And so far, I think this is the highest all-time high for ADA versus BTC pairing. And I'm actually excited to see what's going to happen next to ADA versus BTC right now. Because if let's say ADA managed to outrun this BTC in coming days, I could say that the ADA versus USDT might have the high potential to go all the way up to $2, or maybe create a new all-time high. And not just that, I think the ADA versus Ethereum is also doing very alright today. And as you can see here, wow, this is a very good what they call the signal right now. Yes, even though it haven't closed above this resistance zone, it managed to break above already. As you can see here, let me zoom in a little bit so you can see it clearer, and let me talk about this candlestick. So right now this candlestick is already managed to break above this resistance zone. Okay, this resistance zone is based on this what they call this zone right here, and very difficult to break through. As you can see here, every time it tries to break through, it will go all the way down eventually. So right now what you want to monitor is, if let's say later at 8 p.m, if the candlestick managed to close above this area, then we could see the Ethereum holder might actually swap their Ethereum to Cardano, and then it will actually indirectly affects the ADA versus US dollar price value. So right now it haven't confirmed yet, so you don't need to rush and enter the market right now, because we wouldn't know this 1.5 hour what will happen to this ADA versus Ethereum pairing. If let's say in this 1.5 hour it actually goes all the way down back to this nearest resistance level, then it's too bad. Then we need to wait for another 4 hours to check whether this ADA will manage to break above or not. If it doesn't, then it will just float around this area. Then hopefully one day it managed to break above, then it will go all the way up to this 0.689 this area. But if it doesn't break above and it actually breaks below this moving average line, because as I stated in my previous video, the moving average line can actually act as the support and resistance. So the support and resistance is quite near towards the candlestick right now, and if it fails to break above this resistance line, and if it does break below this moving average line, you could see the ADA versus ETH will go all the way down to this 0.6242. Then that will actually affect the ADA price value also. So I think that's all for today's episode. For this ADA, I actually purposely want to make this episode especially for ADA holders, because I believe that the ADA will have a high impact towards the price value this week or this coming weeks. So I just want you guys to take note and monitor this ADA, and I will actually keep you guys updated on this ADA pairing. So I think that's all for today's episode. If you like my episode today, remember to click like, share and subscribe. I will see you guys soon, and bye bye.